Hello everyone. Our topic for today is flowchart and its applications. What is a flowchart? It is a chart with a flow. To be specific, flowchart is a diagrammatic representation of sequence of steps or instructions to solve a problem. So the first design of flowchart was in 1945 and designed by John von Neumann. It uses different symbols to design or create a solution to a problem. It is also used as a programming tool and often considered as a blueprint of a design for solving a specific problem. In designing a flowchart, the following symbols are used. First one is the oval. It signifies the start and end of the flowchart. Then a parallelogram, which signifies the input and output operations. The third symbol is the rectangle, which signifies the processing of your inputs to achieve your goal. It is usually used for arithmetic operations and data manipulations. The next one is the arrows, which signifies the flow line from the current to the next symbol. It is used to indicate your next step or move. So you can associate this with the quote, go with the flow. Another symbol is a diamond, which signifies the decision making, which is really unavoidable if you apply it in real life. So it has two directions. It is either a yes or a no. So it is also used to choose what choice to make and can be associated with the famous line, "She loves me?" question mark. It is also used when you want to repeat a process several times and can be associated with the code, try and try until you succeed. Another symbol is the page connector or the circle symbol. If you don't have enough space, you can use the other board or other paper without using an extended arrow. So you can use the page connector. And the last that we will discuss is the rectangle with lines. So this signifies the predefined process or function. It is used to represent a group of instructions performing one processing task. If you want your work neat and clean, using the predefined functions is the best way to show it. Okay? I know that you are already confused without saying any example. So we will design a simple example. In designing a flowchart, these are the things you need to keep in mind. First is to know what are the inputs or the variables you need to solve a problem. And then the second one is to know the operations or the process. This is the flow of your flowchart. And the third one is to know the output or outputs. It is the solution to the problem or your goal. Maybe the majority of you don't like math, so let's do cooking. If you don't like cooking, then just tell me and we will shift back to math. Without any delay, let's design a flowchart that cooks the instant mommy. So in our example, the materials we need are the heat, water, the noodles, and the seasoning. So don't forget to start with the start symbol, okay? Now let's proceed on the operations. So the operations here are cooking the noodles on a briskly boiling water with heat. So what we will do here is to add the heat, the water, and the noodles to your instant mommy. The next process is wait for 3 minutes. So the symbol here is a function because we don't know how to wait in a flowchart. Okay? The third process is we remove heat and we add seasoning. So that's why subtract heat and we add seasoning. And the last step is to know the output, which is to output the instant mommy. And of course, don't forget the stop symbol. Okay? Now, let's do math. There are several operators that you need to keep in mind. The first one is the assignment operator. It signifies by a left arrow or an equal symbol. So for example, if you want to assign a value of 5 to A, then you will use A left arrow 5. If you want to assign the sum of B and C to A, then you will use A left arrow B plus C. And if you want to increase the value of A by 1, so you will use A left arrow A plus 1. Another operators are the mathematical operators. So you already know the addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So we will only discuss the two. The first one is the remainder using the symbol percent symbol, or it is also called the modulo. So if you want to get the remainder when A is divided by B, so you use the A modulo B. And the next one is the power, and represented by the caret symbol. So if you want to raise A to the power of B, you will use the A caret B. Okay? The next operators are called the relational operators. So the examples are the greater than symbol, the less than symbol, the greater than or equal symbol. So in the greater than or equal symbol, you need to use two symbols, which are the greater than followed by the equal symbol. And then another one is the less than or equal symbol. So the less than symbol first, followed by the equal symbol. And another relational operator is the equality symbol. So the equal or the double equal sign. So we use the double equal sign to avoid the confusion between the assignment operator and the relational operator. And lastly is the not equal symbol. So it is using the sharp symbol or the exclamation point followed by the equal symbol. In programming, the exclamation point followed by the equal symbol is being used. And finally, the logical operators, we have three: the not, the or, and the and. So if we say not A, it is true if A is false, and it is false if A is true. For A or B, it is false if both A and B are false, and it is true otherwise. And finally, for the A and B, it will be only true if both A and B are true and false otherwise.